Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here with another play date, and I am going to be working with these coasters. Okay, so these are the coasters that my mom and dad used to get from, they donated to a lot of places, and so I thought that I could go ahead and take them apart. It might not be as easy as I think. Okay, so I am fixing these for my personal journals. Okay, so right now I'm just really carefully taking this off. We have some yellow birds that look really similar to the yellow birds that we have that have made a nest in our palm tree. And so okay, so I got the birds. Yay, got the birds. Okay, and of course there's two sides. So let's see which one works better for whatever I'm gonna do. Okay, so we've got those two, and then there is a set of doves, and we have a front yard set of doves and we have a backyard set of doves, and both sets of doves seem to have a third party that shows up every once in a while. But anyway, they like our antennas. So I thought that this would be fun, just in case you might have some of these also. And, we can do something with that or not. And I just need to measure this and make sure that my page is less than 5.5. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my page, my other page, like right here. Okay, and so that way I don't have to do any precise measuring. I just made sure that I was within what my book is. I have my cover made. It's still drying. But it's gonna be really cool. And okay, so I thought I'd go ahead and just put one of these on the page, and I think it might be kind of cool to have it come in like that. I'm going to go ahead and rip the top. Okay. I'm hoping to have several pictures of these yellow birds to use in here as well. Have an idea. So do you get ideas as you're going along and go, oh, but wait, I should do this? Well, yeah, I do that all the time, and it's kind of interesting because I'm usually making a video where I plan to do one thing, and then the idea comes and I'm like, oh, well, I've got to try that. Okay, so I do have my glue on there. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this page out, and we'll go ahead and it's got the gloppity gloop. I'm going to go ahead and throw that away. I know, but I am. Okay, so I have this right here that has some yellow to it. And seeing if I can get some of the yellow. Okay, and look at it's so thin. It's like a it is like a napkin. It's so thin you can see through it. Okay, this book does not want to rip today. Okay, so we have that. We've gone ahead and backed it with book paper. We did a whole video about using book pages in journals yesterday. Now it could just be, you know what, I mean really simple, but I think I want to use that as like a pocket tuck. And I'll be able to tell the story on something and put it in there. Oh boy. Okay. Here. I can't win. Yeah, it should have a list here. Make sure that your glue is working before you start. I'm down to, these are my last two glues. I know, it's crazy. But remember a few months ago I thought I was down to the last two and then we found some. But that's probably not going to happen this time. Okay, so that becomes this little tuck. Okay, so we'll be able to put something in there. I love it. Okay, and then I'll come back and do some more to that. So for the doves, we have, they're so beautiful. But I have this really cool piece of it's from a shirt. Okay, so it is from a shirt, but I was like, oh my gosh, I want to use that with this. I love the way, of course I just had I picked this up off the ground and I was like, oh, I think I want to use that today. Okay, I am going to just put it down. There's other things that I could do, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. And yes, I'm using the fabric tack. I think we need to acetone those again. Okay, so a little bit, I want it above. I'm going to let it go ahead and go up above. And we'll have this will be on here. Okay, and now how am I gonna go ahead and just to clean this and make it look similar, we'll go ahead and rip that. Just cleaning up the rip. Okay. Okay, so another place for you to get images if you happen to have some of these coasters hanging around, or even, you know, the other paper coasters. I've used them in a beer journal that was a gift. I had picked up a bunch of different ones at a beer festival that we went to, and I used those in that journal. I think I used a couple in the wine journal that I made at Christmas time. So I just have these really cool ones from the things that were at my mom and dad's. Okay, so this, instead of making ephemera, I'm getting a page ready for my journal, and this is going to give me a place to tell the story about these birds that are living, that have found a home in our yard. And so eventually we'll be able to put a guest check in here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there now. And guest receipt. That might be kind of funny to talk about like they are the guest. I think that's going to be funny, and I'm going to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come and put some fabric glue on this edge of this fabric. Okay, I'm going to build a tuck. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to put this across, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the top edge and the side edge and the side edge, and put that on here. And then I'm going to grab this lace and have it come up on top of there. So look at that. Oh my gosh. See, that just came to me. That idea just came to me. Okay. So I happen to have my card in here with the 2020 on it. And it's a tag. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it just a little bit because there we go. We'll just cut that. And that will go right in there. And I can use that to tell the story. I have the 2020 on that. I love that. Okay, so let's come over here. I pulled out this piece of lace. And I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of collaging here on this edge. So our next video will be playing cards. And I have all kinds of playing cards to use, but they are specific for stories that I want to tell in my personal journal. So this is just, I'm taking advantage of the fact that I finished my Mayhem Junk Journal for the Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge. And I'm actually just making things, and they do have a purpose, okay? So, you know, this one is I'm going to get to tell the story about the yellow birds that live in the palm tree. Okay, so I used this for a journal cover. It was a placemat, and I am going to go ahead and put this on this guest check. Okay, so we have 2 palm trees and in our front, and so they are guests of the palm tree. So I think it'll be funny to use this. So we'll go with guest. We're going to go across. What do you think about that? Have the guest check. Maybe I'll write in. Guest check in. And I can add some pictures to this of the birds. Okay, so very, very simple. There they are, and that's the that's the palm tree. Like, they live in the palm tree. Okay, this is kind of cool. We have this, and I think we'll go ahead and, rather than having this end up getting put away, I'm gonna add it to the edge here. I'm not going to sew it. I'm going to use the stapler, but that'll give me a little tab. I happen to like tabs in my journals. I'm going to go ahead and put the good side of the stapler on the same side with the doves, because the other side I can cover with like some of my homemade washi, and that will keep my hands safe from the staples. Okay, so there, we just added that right on there. I love it, love it, love it. And then we can come in and maybe add a charm. Oh, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and have it ready for the charm. Okay, so since I don't know what kind of charming piece I can put here, but I've been doing things like with the glass pieces and other things. So let's see. Up here I have some of the rub-ons. And let's go ahead and up in the corner, we're going to add this button. Ooh, or there's a bunch of buttons on that one. Oh well, we'll just add this one. Okay. Put that there. And I saw somebody just use their fingernail and it worked better than... There we go. Wow. Okay, and I do like that. I like that little look right there. Okay, I think I want something up here, and I probably want it yellow because our birds are yellow, and so I'm thinking one of the yellow tickets that are behind me. Okay. Put it like that, or like that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought I accidentally put 2 guest checks back here. Okay, so we have this little paper, and I'm going to go ahead, since I'm going to be stapling anyway, I'm going to go ahead and staple 1, 2, 3. I'll staple 3 to it. That's probably more than what I need, but just in case, I will have 3 places that I can write on the back of there. And we'll staple it down. Okay. Okay. So there's our little guest. And how funny. Table, guest, server. I think that that's really, really cool. So let's see. I'm looking around, and you know, we do still have some of this doily. And you know what? Do we have? Ooh, I like the flower. Never mind. I like the flower. Doily and flower. I don't want to mess up this guest receipt here, though. Okay, but this is kind of fabric. So we'll go ahead and use a little bit of fabric here. Oh my gosh, I love the way that these turned out with these, with the birds. And so again, those were from the little things that come in the mail. And we can use this, and it can be a tag possibly in my garden journal. You know what? Let's do that. We'll set this up, and it will go in my garden journal, and I can just, yeah, but these are for my personal journal that I am putting together, and it'll give me a place. I can talk about the little yellow birds and the fact that they live in the palm tree, and I've got a place to write about them. I just absolutely love this. And okay, so none of these really go, but this does, and you know it's my favorite. So we go up a little bit with the lace. We can just put a little bit of that right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. So do you put your pages together before you do your journaling, or do you do it after? Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to take some of these so that I can write if I want to. And I'm going to go ahead and, again, this is going to be for my garden journal. And I just, in my garden journal, I talk about who hangs out there. You know, especially want to notice if there's certain flowers that are keeping the birds happy or not. Who made nests in the area, the vicinity of the garden, because it, you know, for me, it makes a difference. It's part of the whole experience of my little garden there. I'm like, I should have put a there are things. Ooh, look at this. Find beauty in the simple things. I really like this, you guys. And yeah, you know, I overdo things. That's my... Ooh, I don't mind seeing that coming out the top. Oh, it will be from the... Because unless I switch this... Nope, it's still going to be backwards. Okay. Ooh, there we go. I like that right there. Like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on. Okay, so do you ever build your pages first? I do both, as you all probably know by now. Okay, so I like that on there. And okay, we do have this pretty little, and I'm doing all different kinds of colors in my garden journal. Ooh, I like that. It's just different. Different way of using a label. Okay, so there I'll have a cool little tag thing for my garden journal. And I have this for my personal journal. And then let's go ahead and we'll make a guest check. Okay, since I can't find the little yellow birds, we'll just do a thing about the palm tree. Okay, so similar to what I'm going to do for my personal journal, I'm going to do a guest check-in, and this will be the people, everybody that's living in the palm tree. Okay, so like I said, we have a whole bunch living in the palm trees. And I think that will be fun. Okay. So that gives me that for the for this. And then, you know, we did make a paper clip. I've lost it. So let's go ahead and we'll just grab a paper clip that we'll be able to clip this into the journal. And then when I find the birds, then we'll be able to do a little something with the other bird thing, but I don't know where I lost it off to. where it went off to. So let's go ahead and add this. The other thing is, this is one of the blue guest checks, so it doesn't have places to write. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a couple of these are out, so let's go ahead and we'll do a stack a note. It's like, really? Are you kidding me? Can't stay open for a few minutes. Okay. Okay, so there's that. We'll put it right there. So stack a note is just taking a few of your note papers, and you know, there's so many cool note papers out there. It's kind of cool to just be able to stack them in. And then on some journals you can stack these, and you can pull this right off if you needed to use it for something. Like if I was writing in the garden journal, but it really should go in my personal journal, I can just rip it right off of here and put it over where it should be. Okay, so that's going to give me some notes. I think we'll go ahead and put this right up here at the top. Again, I think it's just really fun to have that guest, like a log. Could be like the guest book. The palm tree guest book. Okay, so I have that, and then we did cut off a piece of the lace, and I'm going to put that on the back. Oh, I don't want it to cover the guest receipt there. We'll put it on the front here. Okay, do I want it that way? Yeah. Okay, so right across, just like that. Just like that, and just like that. Binoculars. How fun are those? Where's our palm tree? They're going with this palm tree. It says reach and wander. So much fun. Oh, you know, I know what we need. We need a cord. Right? For the binoculars. Ta-da! Okay, I'm trying to line it up on the... Okay. So there we have our binoculars cord. I love it. Look at, look at. This was just stuff on my desk. How cool is that? So, there you go. So we have a page ready, or set of pages for the journal. And I'll be able to tell the story about everybody that's living in the palm tree, as well as the story of the yellowbirds. I think they're orioles. I'm not positive. I need to pull out my Western bird book and check for sure. They were here last year. The very first time that we ever saw them was Easter last year, and my dad was the first one to see it. So, so that in itself is kind of special. So, and then we have our doves, and I'm surprised you can't hear them when I'm making my videos sometimes, because they are so wonderfully noisy. So we have those, and I love that we got to use, this was from a blouse that I bought, and this was on the sleeves and on the bottom, and the blouse happened to look really funny on me, and I was like, oh darn, you know, it's like I ended up with like 2 yards of this from the blouse that I got on the Thursday for $1 at Goodwill. So then we have this up here. I can add something up there if I want to. We will add a charm eventually. I love that this has the tech, and you know, our guest receipt. I just think this is going to be really fun. So, and then for my garden journal, I have made these 2 little items that can go in and record about the doves and record about we call it the palm tree condo. I call it the apartment building in the sky. Deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, that's what I call that. And so yeah, so watch, and eventually I will be doing a video. We'll go ahead and put some of these items in if you'd like to see that. Let me know in the comments section, and also you guys, I need some ideas. What would you like to see? You know, these couple of days I'm really excited to get to just make things that I want to make for these journals. But what is it that you would like to see? Go ahead and please put that in the comments section. If you're here for the premiere, hello, I'm waving. I'm so glad you're here, and thank you for taking the time out and watching the video with me. And as you can see, I'm still adding stuff, because that's kind of one of the things that I do, is I just keep keep adding stuff. So this is part of our 10:30 in the morning. We are here every day at 10:30. I pre-record a video, and then we are able to play it as a premiere, and then I'm able to be live in the chat at that premiere, hopefully, and able to answer questions. We have a new challenge starting June 1st, and that is really exciting. And so stay tuned for June 1st, because that's when you'll find out what the new challenge is. The deadline for May is May 31st. So if you are here and you enjoyed and you got anything out of this, please give it a thumbs up, because that really helps my channel. Also, if you'd like to see more about this, or be reminded, hit the subscribe and the notification bell and tell YouTube that you'd like to see more of this type of video. And don't forget to go watch one of these videos or somebody else's video after this one, because it really helps my channel, and YouTube really likes that. Have an amazing day. Find something to celebrate every day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.